Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company at Dubai Watch Week 2023. We're here with Czapek. Patrick, thank you so much. I really appreciate this.
Thank you very much for coming.
So now you have an array of new watches. Let's start with watches that are maybe specific to the Dubai Fair. We're here in the United Arab Emirates,
Yes.
and you've got two new Eastern Arabic numeral models, starting with the Quai de Bergues.
Correct. So it was with our partner Mansour Jewelers here in Dubai. They had the idea to have a special watch as well with Arabic numerals. So we were working with them on that, and they have a specific model with the 38.5 size. And here you are holding the 42.5, which is limited to 10 pieces, but which will be distributed via the Czapek network.
So now I see you've gone with a couple of different motifs. You have a salmon-colored dial with your ricochet guilloche.
Yes.
You have Eastern Arabic numerals, and you've actually executed them on the sub-registers as well. It's a very detailed watch.
Yes.
Now, are the hands also specific to the model? Because they're not standard across the Quai de Bergues line.
No, with the fleur-de-lis hands, we had them already in previous models as well. They were usually the choice for all the Quai de Bergues models. You could choose either fleur-de-lis or the sword hands.
So now, this model line was your original, the Quai de Bergues.
Yes.
And I'm curious now that you have a broad-based collection of tourbillon, and you have a chronograph, you have the much-loved Antarctique. Quai de Bergues today, where does it sit in the lineup? Is it where people usually start, or is it more like a second Czapek you get after you start with an Antarctique?
You have both cases. Some people like to start because it's the entry price model, if you want so it's the most affordable one, so many people start there. But of course the Antarctique has as well a lot of appeal, so often people start with the Antarctique and then want as well a second Czapek, which is completely different. So you have a dress watch with a leather bracelet.
Now, in terms of the composition of the Quai de Bergues, you don't have to buy them in precious metal, correct?
No.
Okay. Because I think a lot of people look at dress watches and they think, well, this is going to be white gold, or it's going to be platinum, or it's going to be palladium, but you can get them in steel.
Yes, they are all in steel, what we have here on the plate. We do have a rose gold model as well still, but we offer everything in steel as well.
Now, you also offer a couple of different case sizes, so tell me a little bit about the difference between these two right here.
Yes. So our very first original Quai de Bergues from 2015-2016 was in 42.5, which you are holding here. Later on, we launched a 38.5 to accommodate as well the people with smaller wrists, as well some ladies. And now we found that we've exactly in between is kind of the Goldilocks zone. So we launched now in 40.5, a model in the middle as well.
So now, if people are interested in this Middle Eastern special edition through Mansour Jewelers, is that the sole source, the sole point of contact if they're interested in that model?
No, like I said, the 42.5 size was distributed via the whole network of Czapek.
But
can be ordered as well
for the signature dial for the Eastern Arabic numeral?
Yes, as well.
Oh, okay.
As well. Only the 38.5 is a specific Mansour Jewelers limited edition. They have 20 pieces they're selling solely out of their store.
Now, in terms of the Antarctique here, we have a little bit of a special Dubai treatment. Is this also a collaboration with Mansour?
No, this was already it was an earlier request from one of our shareholders as well. It would be nice to have something with Arabic numerals. So this was already developed. It's actually already, I think, 2 years ago we started developing it. So this salmon dial will be as well available with a normal Arabic 12. So we will have both versions, but we were launching it now here at Dubai Watch Week, of course, because of the.
So you're launching this here at Dubai Watch Week, and it's very detailed because it features the Eastern Arabic numerals both for the dial but also for the disc itself.
Yes.
So another feature that I think is worth calling out is something that wasn't on the original Antarctique models, but it's the micro adjustment that's built into the clasp. When did this happen, and where did the idea come from?
Well, the idea came, of course, from at the beginning we were delivering the bracelets only with half links, and but sometimes during the day you cannot change a link, right? If during the day your wrist is swelling a little bit, it's warm, it starts to be sticky. So we wanted to have a possibility to adjust, at least in small increments, your bracelet. So to have it a little bit loosened, or in the evening you can close it again a little bit. So that was the general idea, of course. And we were working on it. We had several approaches, and we trusted in this one, and people gave us right. Obviously, it's very much appreciated by the people which are wearing it, including myself. It's really very convenient.
And it's sort of emblematic of how the model line is evolving, because you've got the upgraded bracelet, but then you also have all new models right here Royal Onyx, tell me about how this happened, because this is a spectacular Antarctique.
So this indeed was an idea from one of the, from our retailer Mansour Jewelers. Mohammed was approaching us with the idea, and we were so amazed. We saw like the idea behind it, and we agreed to do this special edition only with Mansour Jewelers here in Dubai. So they have 18 pieces to sell, and this is what we like very much. We do some retailer editions, but we like as well when they approach us with an original idea, something we haven't thought about, something we haven't done yet, and not simply like, oh, how about you do this one in green? So this is not the idea what we would like, and this one convinced us very much, and success gives him right. So it's a beautiful piece, and a lot of people asking for it.
So full onyx dial with blue sapphire indices.
Correct.
And available, I'm assuming, only through Mansour Jewelers and only in the region.
Correct.
And is this watch sold out already? Because I believe it's just launched.
It just launched 2 days ago, just before Dubai Watch Week, and I think 2/3 are already gone. So
okay.
We are.
You got to move fast if you want to.
I think until the end of the fair it will be over.
Very, very cool. So now to shift gears a little bit away from sports watches,
yes.
One of the most interesting watches you've launched, really since the Antarctique Retropont, is this incredible. I mean, I would describe it as a flight of fancy, but also a very cerebral watch. So it's romantic and it's intellectual at the same time. Plus Vendome Complicite with Bernard Lederer. Where did this discussion start? When did you know you wanted to work with him?
Well, I started a little bit earlier. So the idea for the watch came already in 2018, because you see still like, compared with the Quai de Bergues, we always have still like the design language with the sub-dials, which now changed only in the balance wheels. So we had the idea to do something like that. Spoke to several constructors, but no one really dared to really go into it. It seemed too complex, and there was too much chance of failure. So we shelved it for the moment, but then by pure chance, the daughter of Bernard Lederer is in the same class than the youngest son of Xavier de Roquemorel, our CEO. So a common friend introduced the two men, and they liked each other. They were working already a bit together, and they said, hey, how about we collaborate on a watch? And by the way, Xavier, like, we had this idea to do, and no one really was able to manage basically to solve the technical issues around the escapement. And Bernard always like I have an idea already. So they were able to solve the issue, to have the gear trains around the center and going in the top in the differential. So as you know, with the two balance wheels, there are two solutions.
Yes.
You have the resonance, which is a physical phenomenon where they go in synchronicity, but this one is a technical solution via a gear train and differential at 12 o'clock.
So now this watch is still in development, so the watch we're looking at here is a prototype. So if you're looking at this at home, it might be a bit cruder than the finished article, but the watch, in terms of its basic engineering, it's pretty much set in stone. 2 escapements, 3 days of power reserve. They're coupled by a differential which averages out the difference, and then it drives the hands at center.
Correct.
When do you believe this watch is going to be available? Because I know development is ongoing.
We start producing them now, so we start in Q1 to deliver the first pieces, but due to the complexity, there is like 1 or 2 watches maybe per week which can be done. So we expect the 100 pieces which are available in the 2 colors, so a total of 100 pieces to be delivered until the end of next year.
And what are the 2 metals?
White gold and rose gold. Okay. The white gold with a silver dial, and the rose gold with the blue dial.
And so the watch is actually smaller than you might think, at 41.8 millimeters with nicely sculpted lugs. Czapek watches always wear nicely. Was there special thought given to how this watch would actually fit despite...
We work a lot on this topic, yes.
Excellent. And if people want to learn more about the Quai de Bergues, the Place Vendome, Complicite, or the Antarctique, where do they go?
They can, of course, always visit us in our boutique in Geneva, our flagship store, or as well with our almost 50 retail partners worldwide. And of course, on Czapek.com, you get all the information you need.
Thank you so much, Patrick. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.